There we go. Now we can go in here. Annoying. And also, I do recognize the reason why it looks the same is they just used the same thing and they didn't change it up. But I'm just making a joke that, I'm just making a joke about it. I do recognize that's why it's like that. Some took a bit of damage over there. Hayman Hoof Slope. What? Puzzling.
The Skyhorn shall serve my masters. You will become the shadow that darkens the skies.
Huh. It's kind of a titany, thing to that. Though, and the wards also look kind of titany as well. These shadows of the spirit realm grow. These shadows of the spirit realm grow stronger. Fear they may soon pierce the veil into our reality. I pray restoring the wards will set things right. We have made progress reactivating the wards, but more must be done. I sense Ebonhorn's struggle. Though he fights with all his strength, he's slipping away. Should this darkness emerge into our realm, I fear a friend will be lost. Ebonhorn spoke of another ward within Snowblind Mesa. Meet me there, so I might guide you along another journey into the memories of the past. What the hell is Rakanisha? I swear there's an enemy in Diablo with a similar name. No association with kobolds though. And also apparently Blizzard has multiple Diablo things in production. Multiple Diablo projects. So yeah. And they're going to be talking about them later in the year, I would presume, at BlizzCon in November. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, my jaw still feels off. Feels tight as all hell. Do you sense it, Tauren? Such strength, such courage. It's the echo of Hugh and Highmountain's spirit. It's all around us. The heroes of Highmountain's past placed wards to protect their land from the insidious old gods. The deeds of these noble champions kept us safe for thousands of years. Must not fail their memory. Hugh and Highmountain himself placed the ward here at Snowblind Mesa. It must be reactivated for us to have any hope of saving Ebonhorn. Enter the echo of Hugh in spirit and let his courage lead you to the location of his ward. Anything to report from the Night Watch? Yes, I just heard shouting from across the stream. What? I don't... Yes, I hear it too. Report to Thundertoad and Warbrave. I'll find out what is happening. It's Necrodark Defilers. Huh. And Wild Cleave, Harpoon Stomp, and Gore Charge. Interesting, he only wants to kill off the Defilers and not, the other enemies. Oh, I'm too close. Nice. Double tap. You're stuck in a rock. That's weird. And to be honest, you didn't really need to just hear it. You could bloody well see it. It's not that big of a stream. Or is it meant to be bigger than we see? Because, there's meant to be 10,000 people in Stormwind, but we only see maybe Well, over 10,000 people. Well, actually, no, wasn't. Well, maybe, I think it was 100,000 or more. But we only see like a handful of them. Necrog, the Dark Speaker. Oh wait, he's up this slope. I got the angles confused. Seriously? Annoying. Pull him. Oh, or pull you to him. Okay, I swear you were burlier when you're fighting those demons. Well, did you get rusty in your old age? Yeah. It felt more fun on the other fights. But that's probably because you're much weaker.
To our power. Surrender.
It's probably like, remember he was saying the spirits are getting stronger. It's probably just that. Physical and magical damage taken is increased by 32%. Yeah, it's probably just that. The enemies getting stronger. Yeah, that tendril looked weird a moment ago. This texture didn't fully pop in. Oh, this ward is in the old guy's place? Though it's now destroyed. So, how does this work out? Unless we're literally time traveling and not just seeing the past, how does that work out? That makes no sense. Huon battled the Necrodark. There's so many tall tales attributed to Huon that I assumed those Drogbar to be just another story. But it's clear they served the darkness. A troubling discovery, but there's no time to dwell on it now. 3 ancient wars restored. The mountain is not yet secure. I may have done enough to break Ebonhorn free of the Shadow's gripping. Let us return to Thunder Totem and see how he fares. Hopefully Ebonhorn can tell us more about what is happening with the Necrodark and the insidious master they serve.
The whispers. They have stopped. Thank you, champion. Grey Sky.
Okay. Let's double back. Is random just fire? Let me just have a look at this. Never actually really paid attention to it. Okay. Alright. Just from a distance, what? From a distance, the fire effect looked weird. So I just wanted to take a look at it.
The Drogbar are assaulting Thunder Totem, and too many of my forces have been drawn off to engage with the Legion. Can you assist us, champion?
Nice. And we have to go over here. I myself again, Tauren. You and Grey Sky have freed me from the grasp of the old gods. Had it remained in that state much longer, I would have been lost.
Now that we
It is clear the old gods have long sought to control Highmountain. Their confidence desire speaks to the power of this land, and to the strength of the spirits that echo through its valleys and peaks and valleys. They will not take our sacred mountain, Tauren, not while I draw breath. With the Highmountain tribes united, and with Bane Bloodhoof at their side, we'll defeat the darkness, once and for all. Come, let us take back the summit from the forces that will corrupt it.
Our tribes
Long ago,
stand as
the
one.
old gods sought to claim Highmountain. Their campaign was led by a terrible creature of nightmare, Ulganeth the Darkness. Hull gathered heroes from among the tribes. They fought against Ulganeth's servants, the Necrodark. But the forces of Shadow were too great to overcome. So Holm devised another plan. Wards were placed to lock away the old god's influence. Though the general survived, Ulganeth's essence was trapped.
All this time, the Necrodark have been lurking in the shadows, waiting to call forth their master.
Indeed. And when I left the mountain to visit Mulgore, the wards weakened just enough to let the darkness seep through. The last wood was placed at Highmountain's summit. That is where we must go. Just as Hone stood with his allies, so we must band together.
And you stay behind, Grey Sky, because no one likes you. Just floating totem. Alright, let's try not piss it up this time. So impatient. Seriously? Really, dude?
Mess with a mountain!
I can't attack that target.
Mess with the Demon Hunter? Get the Demon Eyes. What one did I see there? Nah, I missed all. So where do we need to go? Over here. Alright, that can be done. Yeah, this is much more intensive than I was expecting. Because I saw a bit of the Lightforged quest, and it looked like, well, I only saw a bit of it, and it just gave me the impression that it was going to be a very short thing. But it's substantially longer than than I was anticipating. Or maybe some of them they're all of different lengths, and not in the same ballpark sort of way. Just my arm went over the keyboard there. I'm just making sure I didn't do anything stupid, like hit the pause key. Yeah, 20, 50, 80, 1, 40, 70, 0, 30, 60, 90. That's fine. Line across, line up, line to the left, line to the right, line up. Fantastico. Let us move. Excuse me. Actually, yeah, there was the quest here for, yeah, oh yeah, this is the quest for Blaine Bloodhoof, I guess. That I was seeing on my map on my paladin. Necrodark Greysworn. Highmountain Warbrave, another Necrodark Defiler. Cool. So we're actually getting to do this. Nice. People were saying that there was, I was taking that they were flopping in one way or another, but they were claiming that Bane was going to get a quest in Legion, but because of people's bitching, he didn't. That's what people were claiming. But yeah, it's nice to see him getting a quest. Regardless of anything else, it's nice to see him getting a quest. And people claim a lot of things. Just there's so many claims. It's hard to tell just by the claims themselves what's right and what's wrong. You know. So, sometimes if things get enough of a hubbub, the companies, take notice. So, sometimes. So, anyway. Jail, Rivermane's here, as well as Lasan Skyhorn. Cool. Kind of wish we saw more of him. So what am I saying? Yeah, basically I wasn't sure if people were flubbing there or not, making shit up or not. So, but in either case, regardless of that, I'm glad that we're getting to see some Bane in some quests, because you don't really get to see much in anything. So it's nice to see him, in something. Mila charged ahead with Ebonhorn. Now they're cut off from the rest of us. This is bad, Calderin. We took down one of the Necrodark. Ebonhorn found it held a shard of ice infused with shadow essence. Perhaps the villains are using these shards as a kind of talisman. I suggest you deprive them of their trinkets. I know little of such magics, but it seemed that Ebonhorn had a use for them in mind.
Speak up. My ears aren't what they used to be.
Before our arrival, many of our own came to neutralize the threat here. They did not know what they were walking into. Our people are now suffering from the whispers. Though God seek to corrupt them and turn them against their own. Wake them from their stupor. Free them from the whispers any way you can.
If you get lost. Highmountain stands.
It was horrible, Blood Elf. It's not about live-action Disney movies. Make it stop, he roars. Suddenly wolves! I hope we get more trinkets like that in the expansion. Christ, tanky sons of bitches.
I need to get closer.
Frozen Mist. Yeah, I think I've seen these before on Palnai. But since I wasn't doing this quest, I had nothing to do with it.
I can't attack that.
A shadowy shard of ice carried by a follower of the darkness.
Provides.
I believe my mind was forfeit. Also, follower of the darkness just makes me think of the darkness, the comic in the game. The whispers, they were driving me mad. And my jaw is still off. Feels like it's out of position. Like it's just, you know, like it's been squeezed in at the sides by a vice.
The river provides.
Whispers are driving me mad.
I'm out of range.
A shadow ice shard.
It's too far away.
Huh. The footprints appeared before the wolves did. It's alright, a bit tired. Double swing. Did I dodge that? Yeah. Can we parry? No idea. You only see those stats if you're a tank. Nice. Grey Sworn, fitting with their extra health, drop extra shards. Quite annoyingly, these enemies are a lot burlier than the ones I'm used to. Metamorphosis. Darkness. Damn it! If I hadn't aggroed that frozen spirit, I could have killed him. At least we can fly back. Alright. Need to buy more Ildari rations. They're still pretty good for me, food-wise. If I was better geared, they wouldn't be, but yeah. Ooh, nice. 2 shards.
It is a day for flying.
Ooh. Ow. Spell Barrage. Stun. This. That AoE stun really does not last for a while.
Too far away. I need to get closer.